Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
And then it is just kind of frontline damage. So I honestly still think if he was really comfortable doing it, something that can play that frontline
Okay,
we're gonna get strong.
Yeah, Summit just gonna lock in the classic Gnar, who is also second fastest.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to check. I think you're right. Pioshik didn't quite have it. Now they're gonna go in on bot lane.
He's got Core JJ trying to escape, but Vulcan can get the root, and now with the extra damage pulling in, surely they get first blood. The credit goes over to Vulcan as FBI backs away. Yon doesn't have any mana to continue following, but Pioshik's coming around from the flank. Evil Geniuses, they have no summoner spells on that Jhin. There should be no way out of this here for FBI. Vulcan's gonna just try to keep Pioshik away, but there should be no way for that to happen. Yon gets the kill, making a 1-for-1 here in bot lane.
Yeah, good pathing for Pioshik, covers top, then gets all the way down to bot to at least get something back, because that would have been really bad if they just get that kill uncontested, but now gonna go for Summit.
Ooh, flash into the twisted advance, immediately ready for the knockback. Riposte doesn't hit, but it doesn't need to. Someday gets the kill.
Yeah, they get the kill and they come right back. They have that honey fruit, but it is gonna be this fight around that dragon, getting pretty low.
4v4, Core JJ and Yon gotta be careful here. Pioshik comes. Whoa! Beautiful engage from Team Liquid, but will it be enough? It'll be a 1-for-1 here at the start. Pioshik tanking the Drake, Inspired and JoJo getting themselves back. Vulcan stands and fights against the Caitlyn. The Ignite's coming out, the auto attacks. Vulcan just kills them. And Evil Geniuses now want a little bit more. Vulcan's gonna force him back over the wall. The Chad Karma just says, get the hell out of my river.
Nicely done by EG. Vulcan's just gonna keep
He's
chasing.
not done. He's not done.
That's actually so bad, delaying the basic. Delay those recalls, get ourselves the plate mid lane. It is just the one plate, not the two that went down, but still, really nice.
They try to step forward onto Yon and Core, but Vulcan really screwed that one up. Nice punish from the Team Liquid bottom lane duo. Curtain call opens. Yon should be able to block these. Ends up costing. Jungler doesn't have a lot of faith to be able to get in and get back out. So EGs secure the Herald for themselves. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, the 1v1, FBI counts to 4. Yon hits the floor.
Oh my God, trading flashes, getting that solo kill is massive. It's gonna be another plate, so it's basically a kill and a half plus the CS that he gains and denies from Yon. That is massive. Now Summit's in some trouble. The ulti's been popped.
We don't have all of those vitals procced yet, though. Someday cannot get the final one. Someday doing a good job hiding against the wall, protecting that vital, so Someday's not able to get the heal. Inspired is going to chase him back. Meanwhile, mid lane, Team Liquid brings more dudes to the party, and they end up getting a 3v2 kill onto JoJo Pyun.
Summit can win this.
Summit trying to get back away now as Vulcan's going to show up. He's coming up the river, has to flash over the
Just
wall.
looking for this really kind of powerful opening moments of the fight. And if someone like the Caitlyn or the Lux or the Azir ever gets tagged by that, you are going to get roasted.
You are done immediately. We're seeing first turrets just about ready to drop across the map here. Mid lane FBI nearly got it, but wasn't quite able to secure it. Top side, you can see Summit working to get that first turret here for his team, and I do believe that should do it. Team Liquid lane tier 1 right there on your screen, just trying to let it eat as many minions as it can before he kills it off. Inspired's gonna walk through for some loot, so that'll equalize those. Back in mid lane, FBI was not able to collect that final hit on the tier 1 turret as Team Liquid pushed him back just in time. Gold difference of 99. We got ourselves a close one, man.
Yes, sir. And it is Ghostblade first item, but he did build another serrated Dirk, so still could be going towards an Eclipse, a Duskblade, something like that. But really prioritizing the move speed, which I think makes sense when you're thinking about things like the Caitlyn, like the Lux. That is a lot of things, skill shots that you can dodge, plus Swifty boots.
Yeah.
The back steps as well. If you see that J4 moving forward are going to be really, really quick coming through here from FBI, so we'll see what he can really get done with this. But they want to push up mid. Nice little poke there on Yon.
Oh, Yon getting caught, having to use the cleanse to get away from Deadly Flourish. FBI, they eat the ace in the hole for him. Curtain call opens up. Looking for Yon. He wants to try to weave this in there. They get out of the range in time. Yon and Court, my friends, let's see who's going to go for that one first. Team Liquid seem to want to hang around mid and just try to see if they can grab this tier 1 turret. I think they're not going to have any issues picking it up there. Inspired does fire off the ulti. They're going to open up the curtain call too. Looking for Yon. Fourth shot going out. Doesn't hit him. Team Liquid trying to keep EG away.
As far as answering people in these side lanes.
And that's always been his prowess and his pride as a solo laner is just his ability to deal with those situations. Be aggressive. And if it doesn't get punished, the man ends up looking good. Pioshik over the wall with the EQ. Harry gets the kill on JoJo. Pioshik walks away. He stays alive with the golden Aegis. Someday's very low. Ace in the hole blocked up.
Can't finish him off. The W comes off a cooldown there. which I think was actually a patch change from a while ago, so that small little change on cooldown perhaps making the difference. Someday in trouble, though.
I mean, you saw that last tick of Ignite did damage the shield after he popped Golden Aegis, so if that was even just a split second later. TP's coming in, though. Someday looking to lead the charge, but he's got to be careful. Summit might just be able to kite him out. Pioshik wants to get away, but JoJo should have enough to take him out this time. There we go. One's going to come back as both junglers die from either side. Summit at about 1/3 HP, doesn't have a whole lot left. Team Liquid is able to get that. It stops that poke from being effective at all.
One thing that EG is going to be really happy about, though, is when you're playing Maokai, it's extra brushes for that. They're looking for an engage, though.
Oh my God! They just exploded him. Crown of the Shattered Queen or not, Core JJ ain't got any health left after that one, and that is exactly the dream scenario that you were talking about.
Yep.
Lining up these ultis together.
Lethality. Pioshik is behind them, though, down in the jungle, so will Pioshik look for an angle here? He's still in the red right now. He just used Smite.
Core JJ is still coming back from base. There's no way for him to join the fight in time. Someday is in the pit. The Drake is going to be claimed by Evil Geniuses. Pioshik engages and disengages with the EQ. Inspired's in the middle. He dies.
But there's no eyes on where Pioshik is coming from. And there it is. Ulti and that flash from FBI still within the Cataclysm, unfortunately for him. Didn't really end up mattering here. But Inspired just sectioned off, burst down.
Inspired fires off that Maokai ulti again. Evil Geniuses decide this is when they want to go. Harry with the Zonias makes it a 1-for-1 there as they trade Inspired for the Azir. Core JJ going to be found out now as EG gets a 2-for-1 trade here in this fight. Pioshik flashes in. What the hell was that? Double kill back over to Evil Geniuses. Pioshik just gives them a freebie. Summit's now trying to stand and fight, but Someday's ready to deal with them, just picks them off. It's the Team Liquid conga line. They get to have ended Team Liquid's Baron push with that. I mean, that's just about the best case scenario.
Yes, sir.
You get a 1-for-4 when you're up against that Baron, especially what you were talking about when they don't have the ability to clear the wave. Someday, yeah, I don't think Someday's getting away from this one. Yeah, he tried to get over the wall, but Pioshik was ready.
Yeah, I think he was so tough for him to deal with.
And Summit still has no armor besides his plated steel caps, right? He's got Sterix.
Inspired going into that redemption is actually really, really nice. He's never going to be tanky no matter what you build when you start out with this style of build. He's not going to get that kind of beefy status, so somebody's in trouble again.
Ooh,
the move speed is not going to be gone. He's dead.
Still just chasing him down, man. Someday thought he was in control. And Gnar just bonksing Summit with the 1v1 outplay.
It's just the top diff, man. What can I say? Like, the scoreline doesn't look that impressive from Summit, but they can't actually play their win conditions. In goes Yawn.
Oh, Yawn looking for the rest of the damage to take out JoJo, and he grabs it. Now EG got to be careful, because Pioshik and TL are not done yet. Summit lands the boomerang onto Vulcan, who has to flash over the wall, but Summit doesn't want to let him get away that easy. Deadly Flourish ain't gonna hit, but Summit's boomerang will. Vulcan drops, and FBI's the next target. Summit can't quite chase him underneath the turret, but Team Liquid are loving the results of this 3-for-0, and it should get them their second Baron uncontested.
Yeah, that's massive, and it comes on JoJo as soon as he gets CC'd, and he knows he can burst down that Jace. Wasn't really in that much danger himself, so now it's another Baron. He'll know that there's no danger whatsoever. That's going to be a really, really difficult situation for them. Now, Mikhail's also done for Core JJ, so that's an easy answer for whoever actually has to soak up that Maokai ultimate to just be able to remove that root.
Well, Pioshik decides he wants to engage now. Disengages back out of his own Cataclysm as Inspired unleashes the roots. EG wants their engage here onto Pioshik. A lot of damage goes out. He buffers the EQ to take his corpse back over the wall, so he resurrects in a safe place. Now, Summit's the one tanking the tier 3 turret aggro here in the bottom lane. EG's attempt does not work out, and Team Liquid are not just throwing themselves into a map.
Go through this Gnar that is so damn strong. And now, this is going to be Soul Point grabbed up here for TL, because all the skill shots are going to be coming at you only from that one angle, and they're going to look for the engage now on Eon.
They want him. If they can get him, he uses the cleanse to get out, but now he has to use the stopwatch to keep himself safe from the follow-up engage. The shutdown over to Inspired. They got Pioshik in the middle now, too, and Someday's going to bust them. EG manages to find their engage. They find their fight, and
it's just going to take a lot of time. Like, can you clear through it? Yeah, you can. But can you do it fast enough to actually get to the dragon? That remains to be seen.
Pioshik in the middle of everybody, not quite dead.
Oh, no!
They end up killing Harry, who just delivers a freebie. EG get 2, EG get 3. Summit trying to disengage and get away, but it's a triple kill back over to FBI.
That is a disaster for TL.
Only damage out of these 3 is Someday. If Someday dies...
Wait, Yon's just killing himself. What is he doing?
Yon, what's going on, buddy? What are we doing? Someday goes in, goes back out.
Or is he?
He's gonna get shot to pieces. If Yon kills Someday, the other 2 cannot kill Yon. They don't have the ability to kill lifesteal Caitlyn. Yon is just keeping everybody else here, saying, all right, Summit, I trust you to keep the base alive. Summit, however, loses the Sterix. Yon still stuck behind enemy lines, back in the base, gonna be grand challenge, taken down. Summit survives back.
He's still got 25 seconds, then has to walk there, so it's a full minute before he can get to the team. They're gonna TP in, and if Summit gets caught, this is so bad.
Summit eating a lot of shots from FBI. The 4th shot misses, but it doesn't need to hit when JoJo's ready. Shut down on Summit, and again, it's desynced timers. Summit's not gonna be alive for another 55
Pioshik's
seconds.
dead too.
And now Pioshik's been caught hanging around. Pioshik! Oh no, he's gonna resurrect just in time for the Guardian Angel to be wasted. Guardian Angel is such a powerful...
Someday though, can he get there in time?
There may be enough damage. Harry needs 3 more autos, 2 more autos. Harry gets it. Ocean Soul over to TL, so they've got that. But the problem is, what happens if they all get caught here? Doesn't look like EG has anybody that can do
wild. This game is just getting so crazy. EG are pushing on all sides. They know they have to try to end the game with the Baron. They've got to keep pushing.
They losing a chunk of HP there. Maokai ulti flies through. It's going to find Summit, and it's going to find Pioshik.
But look at the turret. JoJo's just killing it. They're just buying time for JoJo to kill the turret.
So they need.
That's really well done. You know, realizing they don't actually have enough to dive deep and get a kill there, so they just spend the Maokai ultimate, spend the Jhin ultimate. TL has to run, and it gives JoJo that time with the W to actually take down the turret.
Range is one of the most powerful stats in League of Legends. Someday coming in for vengeance. The grand challenge, another lunge, and he finally gets his man. Someday puts Summit in the ground for 60 seconds. It is a 5v4 for EG. Team Liquid was in so much control for so long, but it fell apart, and evil geniuses have clawed their way back into the game. All of TL has to find some sort of a defense here, but they're losing Nexus turrets, and they're losing them rapidly. First one's already gone, and JoJo's swooping around the side, looking for an angle on Harry and Yon. Half HP. Oh! JoJo's about to lose that Guardian Angel if he ain't careful, but FBI's already godlike. Yon's under pressure. The Caitlyn falls next, and evil geniuses from the clutches of defeat come back and take down Team Liquid.
What a crazy game to kick it off here today in Super Week.